I started using a task list at the start of college. And the thing is, starting in high school, I wasn't exactly disciplined for high school at all. Or maybe I was a little bit towards like my junior and senior year, which is kind of the opposite of most people, which they start off like more disciplined and then they just fall off in a way. But I still cram for exams. I still remember for biology exams, I would like not study at all, and then study like 2 days before, and then like get an A, and was like, okay, good for me, good enough, you know. I did homework usually the day before. Rather, no. That was mostly during freshman and sophomore year. Okay, I remember now. Because I started using a planner that they physically gave us. Like, the school gave us a planner each and every year, which is really nice now that I think about it. Like, I started using it in junior year, I think, and therefore I grew more accustomed to like having a task list to do every single day and just getting that done. And then I stopped using it. You know? It was good and all, but I just got really annoyed about writing all this stuff down. I was like, there's so little. I can just keep it in my head. I don't need this planner. So I stopped using it. In like senior year, I think. So I stopped using it. And senior year, no troubles. Maybe I think it was because I had that first year of actually using it, therefore I got into like the habit. But then I just didn't need it anymore. So, and then senior year passed, it wasn't too bad of a challenge without a planner. I mean, planner was just my brain. And then I came to college. In college there's a lot more stuff. A lot more social events, a lot more classes. Or rather, not more classes, but like, it isn't pre-planned for you. I would say a lot more homework and projects. Maybe not a lot more, but still quite a bit. But anyway, in general, there's just more things, especially social events. And I couldn't keep it all in my brain. I think I tried for like 2 months, and I was like, I'm gonna forget something eventually, so I need to get something. And then I came across Todoist. Oh, the savior. Yes. No. I came across Todoist because I just needed something to write like my classes down. Because I remember in like high school they would give us the piece of paper with your classes on it and then the rooms, and like I would just have that. Colleges don't have that. So I used Todoist, I think, mainly to write down all where my classes were at and what times. And then started using it to write out the homework I had for each day. And then I eventually started to plan out my week. Like I would have all the assignments of like each class written down somewhere else, or most likely just in my brain. Just like I would just be thinking about it. And then I would think about which days I would do what things, what days I would study, what days I would do homework assignments or projects, or like, yeah, basically. And then I would organize that, and then I would put it into Todoist. I mean, it's how I'm surviving. It's how my time is managed very well, in my opinion. I share this to you because if you have nothing to use to plan out your week and what you need to accomplish in a day, you are missing a fundamental hope to your productivity. Like, you're missing a lot. Because your mind is fallible. Because your mind is fallible, and we all know this. We forget things all the time. Like, boom. Like, I do remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday because I eat the same things for like all 3 meals. But if that's not you, then you probably don't remember what you ate for breakfast. Do I remember how many reps I got on my second set of squats? on Monday, I have no idea. I do remember the amount of reps on my second set yesterday. Not for Monday, though. Without having a planner, you're more likely to procrastinate. Procrastinate projects, studying for exams, etc. Because you don't have a rigid timetable. It's like free-flowing. It's like nothing is set down. Like, sure, your schedule can be free-flowing, but it needs some structure. For me, I have tasks listed. I don't have, like, times of specifically where I'm going to do besides classes. Like, I will do homework, like, whenever I get the chance or whenever I want to. But they're still there. Like, I know what I'm going to be doing in a certain day. And if you don't have that at minimum, you're going to procrastinate. I think that if you don't plan it to the every day, if you do it to every week, that's too long of a time period that you give yourself that you will procrastinate. You give yourself only a day to do this certain task. Sure, you may procrastinate for like a couple hours, but you'll do it. You'll finish it. I don't think it's the reason that you aren't disciplined. Because I wasn't always disciplined. You just didn't design your days to be procrastinatable. Or not procrastinatable. I don't think people, yes, get distracted a lot, and we do not want to face what we do not want to face. But a planner, but the thing is, like, no one teaches you how to use a planner. At least no one taught me. No one really taught me how to do this. I just figured it out by myself, and for that I'm lucky. But, like, you probably didn't. And if you didn't, and you want to improve your productivity, this is a surefire way to bolster your productivity. A schedule is not enough. I mean this by only, like, putting in, like, your events, not putting, like, the homework that you're going to do, or, like, planning out when you're going to study on certain days, when you're going to do homework on certain days, when you're going to do projects, or, like, do parts of projects on certain days. If you only schedule out your events, it's not enough, because you'll still procrastinate. And this is, like, sort of the idea of listing down what you need to do in a week. If you don't set it to every single day, it's not enough. You will procrastinate. On the other hand of the spectrum, if you schedule your homework to, like, specific time blocks, that's just valuable, because what if something comes up? And more than likely, it will come up. And then what do? The schedule's ruined. And you might need to come up with a new one. So you don't want to stay extremely rigid. You also don't want to stay extremely free-flowing. You want to have a balance. You want to be like plastic. Somewhat rigid. Somewhat free-flowing. Or somewhat flexible. So I've already said this. Put the things that you need to do in a certain day on that day. Schedule yourself like that. And this will help you a lot. It will help save you a lot of frustration and time. For bigger projects, split up the work. For example, I wrote an essay in, like, a week, doing it, like, just a little bit every single day. I had, like, outline on my first day, it was like ideas and thesis on the first day, then outline the second day, and then writing the first body paragraph, second body paragraph, third body paragraph. 5 days, and then editing, and then conclusion, an intro, and then editing. Yeah. I split up that essay into tasks that I can get done in a day easily, within like an hour, basically. And it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. This is to help yourself. Help yourself. Just do a little bit each day. And I think we all know this. Just doing a little bit each day will help a lot. But we still procrastinate. And I think a big part is, once again, not planning. And likewise for studying. Schedule how much you're going to study in a certain day. And make it a task. You know? Monday, I'm going to study for. I wouldn't pick a time range. I would just rather pick an amount, not in time, because time is very fickle. You know, you can have a good study session and like get through a lot within 3 hours, or you can get through like nothing in 3 hours. Pick an amount. Like, I'm going to study, I don't know, this like one chapter this day, and then on the next day another chapter, another chapter. It's going to take me 3 hours. It's going to take me 3 hours. It's going to take me 4 hours. It's going to take me 4 hours. And then, finally, schedule the days of the week to do homework for some classes. You know? I'm doing this. For some classes, I will do homework the day that they are released because that's how I scheduled it. For others, I will wait a couple days until I do it. But in the end, I will get it done. And this includes not just homework, but like prepping for classes. For me, I will prepare for the lectures of my 2 chemistry classes before the lecture itself. And for me, this inverted style helps a lot. And I first experienced this in the winter of last semester, or last year, with one of my classes. And I really liked it because I didn't need to sit through a lecture and go at like everyone's speed. I could go through at my own speed, get it done, and then go to lecture. And lecture was just basically review and asking questions. And that was really nice, in my opinion. So a planner is such a small thing, like now that I think about it, but like it's so crucial and fundamental to how I am living right now. Like if I didn't have it, I don't think I would definitely not be able to be this productive. I would procrastinate the hell out of everything. I would not get good grades. Not finish on time. So it has been extremely important. And it will to you as well.